there, this is Malorian, and this will be the next video in our Warmachine 101 videos, and it's going to be talking about the next power attack, which is Headbutts. It's a very simple power attack, one that, because it's simple, this is a great one for new players to get on right away. Like most power attacks, you're not going to be using this every single game. I mean, maybe at first, we're like, wow, power attacks are cool, but really, when you start getting into it, you're not going to normally do power attacks, you're not going to normally do headbutts, but it is critical for you to know that this is an option, because sometimes doing a headbutt will be the difference between winning or losing. So, for starters, what is a headbutt? Well, this is something that when your jacks or your beasts have to do. The lesser war beasts can't do this, but your light jacks, your heavy jacks, light beasts, heavy beasts, they can all do the headbutt. Now, the only time you can't do the headbutt is when you're trying to headbutt something larger than you, or when you're currently in a headlock, but to be honest, that pretty much never comes up. I've actually never seen a headlock in a game, so you can know how rare that is. Now, what do you actually have to do to perform this headlock? Well, it's actually really easy. You have to force for one, so if you're a beast, you have to do one fury, be forced to do a power attack. If you are a jack, you're going to need to spend one focus, and this is going to replace your initials. So, right away, this is a reason why sometimes the headbutt isn't the most popular thing to do, because you're losing attacks to do it. And I mean, whereas let's say if you're a beast with 3 initials, you have a bite and you have a claw and a claw. Instead of doing all of these, you're doing one fury to do a headbutt. So you have to make sure you're doing this for the right time. Now, what happens then? So you paid the cost, you can do the headbutt, and now you have to hit. So usually that's pretty easy to do. We can always boost this if you want. So in effect, this could be a 2 focus, a 2 fury play, because you're doing the power attack and you're going to boost the hit, and then as soon as you hit, their target is knocked down. And that's really it. There's no damage, there's no strength test. It's just, did I hit you with a headbutt? Bam, you are knocked down. And it's as simple as that. Now, why would this not be good? Why would you not be doing a headbutt, right? Because knocking down seems like a really nice thing to do. Well, the reason why you wouldn't do that is because a lot of times when you go up to something, you're just going to kill it, right? If you're going in there with your beast, and if you can hit something, you're probably just going to kill it. I mean, sure, knocking it down means that all your attacks will then automatically hit, but if you just attacked with all those things, you might miss the odd attack, but you're just going to destroy the target anyway. So maybe that's a better idea. Well, why would you want to do a headbutt? Well, there's actually 2 different areas where you'd want to be doing a headbutt. One is offensively, and the other one is defensively. So let's talk about the headbutt offense first. Let's say you have a target with high defense. That's really your whole reason to do a headbutt, right? If it had low defense offensively, why are you wasting that input of resources? So let's say we have a target that is defense 17, it's a warcaster, and man, if I have to boost all my hits, I don't even know if I'm even going to hit this guy, so I would rather try and make sure it's knocked down, and then all of a sudden my remaining attacks or something other model that's coming in can finish it off. And that can be a nice reason why you can do this with your lights. If you are tag teaming a light jack with a heavy jack, the light jack can go in there, boom, do a headbutt, knock it down. Then the heavy jack comes in, and it's like, oh, you're defense 17? No, you're knocked down now, and now I'm just going to crush your face because I'm automatically hitting, and it's dice plus whatever, and it's lights out for you. Because normally, models with high defense have low armor, so once you knock them down, that's really it. Now, last time we talked about doing slams, and slams seem a lot easier, right? You didn't have to worry about the defense 17. You were actually hitting something else that was lower defense into the 17, and then it's knocked down and taking a damage roll. So why are you doing a headbutt? Well, the reason why you'd be doing a headbutt is because maybe you don't have the distance, right? Maybe you're too close. You need at least 3 inches to do a slam, so it's not really possible. Or maybe you might be able to do a slam type of idea, but you don't have it lined up. So I can slam this model, but it's going to miss the Warcaster, or I could slam the Warcaster, but then it'll be too far to attack. So sometimes it is best just to be there and headbutt down your target. So that's really it for offensively, but what about defensively? Well, one of them could be something where, let's say, the target has something like Enliven. So first time you do damage to a target, it's going to walk away. Well, if it does that, guess what? If I come up and I headbutt you, you're lying down on your ass, and you're not going to get to do that anymore. Or, let's say it has Vengeance. You know, let's say we're talking about Butcher. I headbutt you, you're not going to get any more Vengeance anymore. We're talking about Butcher 3. So, sometimes those types of things could be the reason why you want to headbutt a target down kind of defensively. I guess in a way that's almost offensively, but it's not with the goal of really taking it out. Now, another reason why you might want to headbutt is to make it so that it's not blocking line of sight. Let's say that there is a caster hiding behind some jacks. Well, I can get my heavy to their heavy, but that caster will still be safe in the back. However, if I walk up with my heavy, headbutt their heavy, knock it down, then all of a sudden all my buddies with guns back there, they can shoot that caster. So that can be a really big deal. Or, here's another defensive reason to do a headbutt. Let's say they went and ran up some heavy into my caster. It's like, holy crap, I'm dead because I pretty much can't kill this guy, and if my Warcaster walks away, I'm taking a massive free strike. If I stay here, I'm dead. However, if you have somebody come over, do a headbutt and knock it down, then your Warcaster can take off because knockdown models can't do free strikes. So, there's a lot of kind of little reasons why you'd want to be doing this, but again, it's not something that's going to come up every single game. A lot of times, if you can get a heavy to a target, you'd just rather kill it. But again, keeping these things in your mind, like with the slams, there's times when they're going to come up and they're actually going to win you the game. So there you go, a very simple one, and we'll catch you again later. Bye.